So what in the world is going on with mortgage rates? Now, if you got a rate quote in the last few weeks, you probably noticed a huge increase in rates. So what's going on? Well, as you've experienced, the cost of everything is going up. And that inflation you're seeing is the enemy of mortgage rates. This is because investors that buy mortgages are getting a fixed rate of return. And if things cost more to buy, then that low fixed rate of return investment is less valuable. So investors demand a higher rate of return in order to buy mortgages, and that means you get to pay higher mortgage rates to get a mortgage. But that's been going on for a couple months, and the market has been anticipating 2 to 3 Fed funds rate hikes this year. But what's happened over the last couple of weeks is several Fed and bank presidents have started talking about possibly 4 to 5 rate hikes that would probably total 1% or more increase in the Fed funds and prime rates. That news and a very strong jobs report earlier this month have the market scrambling, and that's why we've seen the big jump in rates you see on this chart. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a chart of interest rate locks that were taken in by Alchema Blue, which is a service provider to the mortgage industry that actually takes about 35% of the locks for the entire industry. So this is a good indicator of where the market interest rates have been. And you'll see on the different colored lines here, the dark blue line is a conforming loan. The pink line is an FHA loan. Light blue line is a jumbo loan. Those are all 30-year loans. And then down below here, the yellow line is a 15-year loan. And you can see back in August where we were in the markets, and we were relatively steady, although we've been trending up toward the end of the year. This is where we started to hear talk about the Fed decreasing their purchases of mortgage-backed securities, started to feel more inflation pressures, and the SOAR rate started to tick up. But with all of that talk, things really didn't start to take off until the beginning of the year. And the beginning of the year is where we saw more talk of inflation concerns, interest rate increases by the Fed, more than 2 to 3, strong jobs report. And this is kind of where we've come to as of Friday the 21st. So as you can see from this chart, we've taken a pretty steep bump up over the last 3 weeks in rates. And so this is what you have to be aware of when you're looking at any quotes that you've been getting over the last few weeks compared to in December. Now, if you pay attention to the markets, you know there's often a knee-jerk reaction to news. And then as they digest it, dig a little deeper into the news, things start to settle down and stocks and mortgage rates come back a little bit. It's even starting to come back down a little bit over the last few days. Now, the good news is that when the Fed ends its purchases of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities and increases the Fed funds rate, these things are all designed to get a handle on inflation. And that should start to bring interest rates down. So the moral of the story is if you're buying a home, don't worry too much because your home will still have strong appreciation going forward. But don't pay points for a lower rate today, as you may have a great opportunity for a refinance in a year or so to a much lower interest rate. Now, if you're refinancing to consolidate debts, the money you save now will likely more than make up for the slightly higher interest rate you get today compared to a few months ago. And if you were considering a refinance strictly to lower interest rate, while it may not make sense today, keep in contact with your mortgage advisor because in the next 12 to 18 months, you may see better opportunities than ever. Now, if you'd like to get a free monthly HomeBot Home Digest that will keep you up to date on your home value and interest rates, you can sign up using the link in the post, in my link tree in my IG bio, or down below. And as always, we're here to help you build wealth with real estate. So reach out if you have questions or you'd like some guidance for your individual situation. Take care. Have a great day.